what I want to ask you about, 1960, Edward R. Burroughs did a CBS special called The Harvest of Shame. And it took place in Belgrade, Florida. Do you remember that?
Semi.
Semi?
But in 60, weren't you living in Miami by then? Because I was born in 60.
Yeah, and I was born in 61.
So she wasn't there during that time.
You weren't there during that time, but you had dealings with what they were talking about.
Right.
Because they were, who had the best crops? They were getting paid 70 cents a day. Do you have any remembrance of how that time was from back then? How was?
Well, that time was kind of hard for my people.
You say black people.
Well, whatever. It's kind of hard because that was a problem. Most of the jobs, they didn't have all these kind of jobs what they have now. If you wasn't going and cooking, taking other people's kids, taking care of other people's kids, or going into the field, then you couldn't earn a living. You understand where I'm coming from? Yeah. So
it showed a part where this lady was working in the fields and she had young kids. And the oldest child was taking care of the youngest child, looking for food anywhere.
Yeah.
Cause
you had to do that,
So you being the oldest of your mother's children, were you stuck watching your sisters?
Or were you in the field?
Or were
I had to get out there and work to help my mother. I had to get out in the field to work to help my mother.
So you never went to school. Did you do that after school or before school?
I went, well, I didn't work in the field too much. I always had taken care of other people's children.
So you was the one getting paid for taking care of the kids.
Yeah. The people who bring the children to me, because Carrie, you're always good with little kids, because I love little babies, and they have me take care of the babies while they go out in the field.
And they paid you for that?
Yeah.
How much was your pay?
$1 a day.
$1 a day?
$1 a day.
For each kid or for each family?
Oh, no.
For all the kids.
For all the kids.
So they could bring as many kids as they want, and all you got received was $1
a day. $1 a day.
But back then, I remember going to the store and getting a loaf of bread for 65 cents. Remember when we lived on Seneca Street?
Yeah.
No, you.
Yeah.
That was significant though.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, I remember when bread was 65 cents, so back then, $1 a day. How much was bread? 15 cents a loaf?
Yeah, but it wasn't very expensive, And most they take all the good bread and save it for the white and the day old bread.
What would you guys? And that's where bread pudding came from.
Right. And we had to, make bread to make ends meet,
Did you guys grow your own vegetable gardens and stuff like that?
Yeah, we had a plenty of them. Collard greens and potatoes and and stuff like
Just
that.
on your land yourself.
Yeah, on the land. In it, we all share. If one get a plot, an acre, they'll grow potatoes. The next one get.
And then you swap like a swap.
Yeah. You share.
Wow.
Yeah, you share. And cabbage and collard greens and stuff.
So the only thing you were really lacking was meat. So you guys lived off of beans and rice and
With vegetables.
vegetables, and potatoes.
Unless you shot a coon or a squirrel or something.
I don't know about all of that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, we got fed them squirrels and rabbits.
I know about that, but I didn't never eat that. Your daddy did.
You fed it to us.
Yes.
No, our daddy
Yeah.
did, like she
Fed
said.
it to us.
I didn't eat that.
But we had to eat it.
And we was like, remember the mystery meat?
Yeah.
What was that? They tell you afterwards, that was squirrel.
Yeah. That's chicken.
But your daddy could cook all that kind of
Yeah, he
stuff.
could.
Yeah,
Yeah, he could.
he could-
Put that over some rice, it was good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he could
Yeah,
make it
then once
taste
you
so
found out, you couldn't gag it back up.
Yours already in there.
Yeah, that's why he always
They were like, what's that?
He
said, just eat it.
Yeah.
He said, that's rabbit.
No, he waited till after we ate it.
Yeah,
You know,
he
we
wouldn't
wasn't
tell us why
gonna
we
touch
was
Yeah.
eating.
No.
Mm-mm.
Who thought that?
turtle. I remember having that.
Yeah.
Raccoon,
Yeah,
coon.
raccoon.
Oh.
Coon,
Yeah, but,
rabbit.
but he could
Yeah.
cook it,
Squirrel.
make it taste so good.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
did.
he did. Put that gravy on it. Ooh.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
But you never was hungry, were you?
No.
No.
Don't care
No.
what you ate, you would never was
We
hungry.
make them big potlucks.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Throw
he always had his gang there. He make sure you all ate first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then his friends would come over because they liked his cooking.
Yeah. Cause
Yeah.
he could cook. He
Mhm.
really could cook.
Yeah, he was pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, his mom was a restaurant owner, wasn't she? His
yeah,
mom?
yeah, his mother was.
Yeah.
That's where he learned how to cook.
Oh, she was a restaurant owner?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
In Milwaukee.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
And all the black guys used to get together because she knows she was gonna make something, but she gonna put something on that table. You know what you was eating, but it would be good, you know.
Mhm.
Yes.
I remember when he used to get mad at us and threaten, I mean, I don't act up, I'm gonna send you to the cornfields and have you out there picking cotton.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, he used to always threaten us to do
I must
that.
not have been there.
No.
I remember he took me out there to the fields and I got allergic to something. And my eyes started welling up. And he had to get me out of there. I don't know if it was rice or whatever. It was something that they were picking that day.
But of a King's
Yeah,
Ferry?
yeah. I swelled up. I was allergic to it.
Yeah, he used to always threaten to put us out in the field. Yeah.
But he never make you all go.
Nope, never did.
I don't even remember.
Oh, we used to go up there though in that camp. Remember? We used to
Yeah,
go to
we
the
go.
camp.
Yeah.
And they'd be up there, they doing their thing.
Mhm.
And
He used to strut us around, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Look at my kid.
Look at my kids. Yeah.
so when did you move to Ithaca? What year was it? 63?
After the ride, you know, wait, I don't know what year the ride started.
What
They had
ride?
riots?
Yeah, you remember when the riots was down in New York City? They had all these riots with black and white and you
Well,
know.
I think that was during Martin Luther King days.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So you was in Auburn first, then you came to Ithaca?
Yeah, then we came to Ithaca.
But you went from Kings Ferry, and then how did you get from Kings Ferry to?
We went from Kings Ferry because we was on
I
the
didn't even know
farm.
there was a King's Ferry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's how they knew about being up here.
That's how they knew about Auburn in there.
yeah.
Well, I just thought we went from Miami to Auburn where you were born.
No, he was born
I
there.
mean, where Renee was born.
How they know
And
about
then-
Auburn?
Yeah.
Yeah, cause and Mildred was in Auburn.
Uncle Eddie was there first, right?
Yeah, right. And he sent for all of them to come up.
I just thought you guys went from
No.
from Miami to King's Ferry,
Yeah,
you know,
we
because
did.
that's where the money was, and then
Right.
you just lived in Auburn, and then, well, let's go to Ithaca, because that's closer to King's Ferry.
Yeah,
I don't know,
right.
I was little, so,
Yeah, that's what John would did his thing.
yeah, he always had a thing, didn't he?
So what was his thing? What was he doing? Gambling?
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know.
You get all them sharecroppers out of their money?
Yep.
Them
Yeah.
hard-earned cash?
You know how to swindle them.
Oh.
You
It's
know?
like when we get together with the family now, a table like this, they playing cards.
Yeah.
Everybody on the table when they know it's only supposed to be 4.
Yeah.
Yep, they playing cards. I was like,
All
alright.
right, y'all. You ready to take my money?
What they playing? Pity pat?
They,
Talk?
yep, all that.
Anything,
Yeah.
anything can make it.
Every time we get together, I said, y'all just play cards. You got off the table at 2 o'clock this morning.
They play cards.
And back again. Yep,
Play cards.
they play
Play
cards.
Look,
I never learned it, and I'm glad.
Mm.
I
Mm-hmm.
like y'all.
And
now
they
getting
shoot
ready to-
dice. John
Yeah.
was good at shooting dice, you know.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I remember living on Seneca Street, coming down the stairs one morning, and right there on the dining room, on the coffee table was just stacks of money. Stacks of money. He was passed out on the couch.
And he know how to get that money, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
He know how to.
We don't know where
So,
he was
Mom, let's
going.
go back to your young days.
Yeah.
You know, so you had a sister who was what, 9 months younger than you?
Uh-huh.
And then you had one that was what,
Oh,
13 years younger?
yeah. You know, see, Lance, no. Maddie was the oldest.
No,
No, you were the oldest.
I'm the oldest. Maddie was next to me.
Yes.
Then Blanche.
Right.
Is she still living?
No,
Blanche is still on.
Is Maddie still living?
no.
Don't you remember what you were?
I don't remember.
Me, you, and Ira drove. Was it me, you, and Woo's funeral?
No, that was grandma's funeral.
Oh yeah.
Me, you, and Renee. We were in Georgia when Grandma died. We were living in Georgia.
So your mother
No,
lived in
no,
her
no.
90s. So
I
you
think
have a
Renee,
long
you
life
was in
too.
Athens.
Yeah,
I
she
didn't
did
know.
have a long life.
'Cause I got pictures.
When Grandma died?
I didn't go to hers.
Well, it was just me and you.
Yeah, me and you.
Me and you drove down there.
Yeah, mine
And me and her.
person McDonald's had to all the way around to go get it.
She would not drive.
She would not drive. She just sat there. And she would not go to sleep. She would not drive and she would not go to sleep.
So it was like, but that's all right.
And you going? I said.
So what made you decide to do hair, go into cosmetology?
Because Aunt Mildred was there, and I would always go help her shampoo the hair. Come on, help me shampoo. I wasn't doing nothing. Shampoo the hair. The girls' hair. I need help. And would give me a nickel.
So how'd you get out of the field to doing hair?
Because Mildred, Letha was always a beautician.
Right, so she was never in the field.
No.
Oh.
No. But she was one of those.
Made you look good, huh?
She was the uppity, because Aunt Letha be dressing.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was the stylist.
She was too good to be in the fields. I know.
No, she wasn't, but she could do hair.
So she didn't need to, because you do your hair, you get paid, right?
Yeah, she got paid more than $1 a day, huh?
Yeah, she was a good old kid.
But that Harvest of Shame went back to 1960, and some of the stuff I seen in that, it was like, you know, some of them camps didn't have running water and stuff like that. How did you guys deal with that?
They always had a faucet. They
Yes.
would make a faucet out, and you had to carry your water from the faucet into where you live at.
Did you have to pump it, or no?
No, they had got what you got intelligent enough to put one of those what you just have to
Just turn it.
Turn
Turn
it.
it.
Oh, okay.
You know, but you had to carry your water into your house.
And they had outhouses.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Sometimes they didn't have that, though. Sometimes you had to
No,
dig
you
them.
do whatever you had to do it wherever you find a spot, you know. But you know, you made a living, you know, people did good.
I'm gonna ask you a question. You said you was talking about some farmers markets, and in this day and time, they don't have fresh fruits and vegetables for us.
They
Like
don't?
no. You got to go all the way to the supermarket to get that.
Not
Well,
really.
every corner you went on, there was a farmer's market. People were selling all kinds of vegetables, you know. That's where most people made their living, you know. They would go to the market, you know, and just like our place, like in the black community, they had a lot of them, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, vegetables over here, fruits over here.
You know, and sometimes, you know, you couldn't get no meat, but you had to go to the meat market. But you could always pick up any kind of fruit you wanted. Bananas, oranges, tangerines, and stuff like that. It was always a fruit market on just about every corner.
Wow.
You know, and you didn't starve.
Yeah, but them beans was stick to your rib, boy.
Yes.
You didn't starve, you know.
Yeah.
And if you wanted something sweet, you go in them sugar cane fields.